Hello students, welcome to the science class. Today we will do the same chapter, that the chapter we were doing, that is the matter and the states, that is the chapter number 4, in which we will do or we will learn today about the physical change and the chemical change. Okay, so let's proceed. Now, what do you mean by the physical change? Like all around us, constantly there is a change. That is, the one material is changing into other material, the molecules, but although the molecules of the material do not change, but constantly the form of the matter are being changed. Say for example, if you chop a carrot, the material, taste, color, everything will remain the same, only the shape will change. So this type of change is known as the physical change. So changes are basically of two types. One is the physical change, another one is the chemical change. So what is physical change? But in the diagram you can see, in the picture you can see, that is a carrot is being chopped. So initially, before chopping, the color of the carrot was orange, and the taste was a characteristic taste it is having. So whenever we are chopping the carrot, we can see the carrot are being chopped into small pieces. But if you take a small piece of carrot and if you eat it, you will find that the exactly the taste and the color is the same, only its shape keeps on changing. So this type of change is known as the physical change. That is the change in which the the in which the outer, uh, all the character of the changes remains the same. So instead of in spite in addition to the changes, example of the carrot, we can give another example, that is the example of the ice. Like you take out the ice from the refrigerator, ice is being converted to water, water is being converted to vapor. Like only the form of the matter is changing. That means ice is changing into water, water is changing into vapor, but the basic molecule and the basic structure of that substance remains the same. So we can say that this is only the shape or the state of the matter has been changed, but the internal property of that matter remains the same. And another thing is that, like it can be reversed back. For example, in case of physical change, as the outer external appearance is only changing, not the property, not the matter. So if we take the ice and convert it into water, that can be possible if the ice is kept at a room temperature, taking out from the refrigerator. That room temperature water, again if put back into the refrigerator, it will form the ice. So here we can see that these states of matter, they can externally be changed from one state to the other, from one form to the other. So this is known as the physical change. Now next is the chemical change. Now what are the things? There are some changes which can, say for example, burning of the paper, burning of the wood, burning of the charcoal, or say when the egg are being cooked, or changes in which the, so it is the change in which the molecules present in is them are changing, they are in the different form. And then the before the change, before and after the change, the internal property of the matters are changing, or internal property of the substance changing. So the new things are being produced here. That is, if you burn the paper, new thing, that is ash will be, and the smoke that will be produced, and these are known as the chemical change. So this cannot be reversed back, and chemical change is the permanent change. What do you mean by it cannot be reversed back? Like if you take a say a piece of wood, and if you set them fire, wood will form the ash. Now would that ash be changed into wood? No. If I take the paper and if I put into fire, what will happen? The once the ashes are formed, that ashes cannot be turned back into paper, so they cannot be reversed, and that is why they are permanent. On the other hand, if you take the example, say you are making roti from a dough, okay? So in case of making roti or chapati, you are making, say, you are frying with in the tawa, with the help of the without the help of water. But if that portion which we had taken from the dough, if that can be again changed back to dough and shaped into, say, flat, that can be done. So that is the physical change. But remember, if the chapati is baked in the tawa, then it is a chemical change, because after baking the roti is formed, and roti cannot be reversed back to dough. Dough's shape, that is the, when you are baking making a roti, up to that point it is physical. But as soon as the made up roti is baked, that is, you are forming the baked up roti by putting a heat onto the tawa, they cannot be reversed back into the original state, that is the dough. Okay, so these changes are known as the chemical change. That is, for the chemical change, the entire property is changed. Okay, like they cannot be reversed back. So in this class, I hope you had understood physical change and chemical change. What are their examples? Okay, so now we are almost done with the chapter. In the next class, we will learn, or we will relearn about some of the important terms which we had learned from this chapter. So till then, all of you stay safe. Thank you.